Ah, that was stretchy. Hello, my dear hatchling. It's been far too Hello, my dear long. Hatchling. It's been far Hello, my dear hatchling. And I was had to mute my own stream, otherwise I'm gonna hear myself. And yeah, I think everything's good. So I am trying a new game. I have no idea what can, like, obviously I know it's gonna be sorta maybe romancy. I actually think it's gonna be a bit of horror in it, but we shall see. I still think it could have turned out different, but it ended up all alone. Alone with things I still don't understand. Panic, fear for my own life, responsibilities, someone else's carelessness. I fulfilled my end of the bargain, but this disrupted someone's plans. I saved 2 people from all that madness, but I'll remain at this forefront until the end of my. Starting heavy at it. Was there really any choice? I'm sure I only survived thanks to luck and someone else's effect. Oh yeah, speaking of, I bet I'm like gonna die. Every time it's some sort of game when I'm at risk of dying, I always die. But luck, like the same affection, has a way of ruining things. Running out. Oh, brain. Why is the text? Why is it flimsy? It's fluffing me up. Okay, let's see here. Oh wait, it's an indie game. That means I'm gonna have to read a lot. 1 second. Let's see it. Mira glanced at the stack of documents in front of her. In her cloudy, sleepy eyes, I saw emptiness. Days. Love the earrings though. They look pretty. We have been sorting through these damn documents all day. It's a real mess. But it's good that she brought them to her place and didn't leave them with Dad. Veronica, are we done here? She nodded lazily, pushing the paper aside. Mira, your call made us all a bit anxious, especially Dad. Is something wrong? I doubt the only reason for your call, paperwork and old notes. And grimace, a faint hope that my sister would keep the secret from the rest of the family was. You always need some silly excuse to talk about a genuine disaster happened. Everything's fine. I just wanted to grab some of my stuff. Her tired eyes studied my face, searching for the. Oh my god, hi Dongo! How you doing? Oh my god, so good to see you. And that's quite alright. Thank you for stopping by. I'm trying a new game. It might have some horror elements into it. So I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. So how's work? I take it's boring. Oh well, that's good. I saw the cat video earlier. So cute and grumpy. Speaking of cats, I had a cat laying beside my legs earlier on my footrest, but now they're all gone for some reason. I guess they're like, oh no, mom's gone on stream. Let's keep peace. So yeah. Hey, they're not babies. They're not foul. Other when they like lay in your lap and then fart. My baby cat did that yesterday. I was petting her, and I'm like, Much obliged, thank you. So yeah, in that regard, definitely. But yeah, can you hear me clearly or anything like that? It's been a while since I streamed, so might have forgotten a little bit. But it seems like everything is working fine, what I know at the very least. Oh my god. I literally forgot to say what name of the game. Oh my god. So this game is Kaibal Sunset Hour. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like the only thing I know, it's an indie game, and yeah, I guess I will see if I like it or not. I mean, like obviously, the game I played, Hatoful Boyfriend, the other time, it got a little bit too repetitive for my liking. Obviously, sometimes those games are like repetitive. But anyhow, let's continue, and I hope you're gonna enjoy your work, and then it's gonna be flying by fast. I appreciate you joining. Okay, let's see. Her tired eyes studied my face, searching for the truth. We haven't seen each other in years, but Mira hasn't changed a bit. A true copy of Dad. Have it your way. You look awful. Are you feeling okay? Sorry, a water burp. Are you feeling okay? Is anyone bother you? But I don't know what's going on. It's like we as the viewer is missing something. It feels like we haven't started from the beginning. So weird. Nah, weird thing where she said like Veronica wasn't gonna keep the phone call a secret. I feel like maybe her family isn't very good to her. Because they are very pestering about like, yo, so how you feeling? You look terrible. Maybe she's not sleeping well. Maybe she have like a romance problem. Lady. Be nice to your sister. That's her sister. Look at that, don't respond. When was the last time you had a good look at your own life? Her cheek twitched, and she clasped her hand together with a sigh. You always had such a way with words. At least call Dad just for appearance sake. Oh sure. He's only about 10 years late with his involvements. I'm serious, Veronica. Wait. Oh, Mira seems to be the brown-haired one, and Veronica is... Okay, so then I'm not gonna use a bitchy voice for her. I'm gonna use a bitchy voice to Mira. I'm serious, Veronica. He's not getting any younger. You plan to carry these grudges to your grave? Oh, you plan to carry these grudges to your grave? He knows my number. If he's so concerned, he can call me himself instead of sending his heartfelt messages through you. You tell him. And by the way, if I'm pausing, it's because I can, I'm drinking some water. Gotta stay hydrated. Mira winced. This conversation was hard for her. I knew she wanted to wrap it up as quickly as possible. The part of the caring older sister never quite suited her. So she is the older sister. Well, it's kind of... Or maybe she said it at the beginning and didn't know. You've gotten even nastier than when we... Oh my god, blah 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 blah. You have gotten even nastier than when you were a kid. Were a kid. He gave you an apartment, but you? She waved dismissively. Oh no, I forgot to use the bitch voice. Oh my god. Okay, Veronica as Mira. She waved dismissively, ending the conversation. Our talk was done. After gathering everything I had come for and saying goodbye, I stepped outside. Now we are really done. Time to change the lock on the door. I doubt Mira and Dad still have spare keys, but better safe than sorry. Still, how did she know about my companion? Frowning, I imagined them questioning my neighbor, or someone inconspicuous wandering by my window, watching every step I take. Ridiculous. They stopped caring about me long time ago. If he knew more, questions would be completely different, like where I worked or why I went out of town, like some strange people. Not to mention a companion. I took a deep breath and watched the passerby. They don't know anything, and it's better that way. For theirs. Streetlights flicker on, but one by one. I waited for the evening chill to seep into my body, but nothing changed. Summer is almost over. The month passed by so quickly, like it never happened at all. Like there were no demons, no despair. Oh yeah. I can't believe I felt more at ease living with a supernatural creature than talking to my own sister. Your sister didn't seem very nice. She seemed kind of like condescending, almost being like, "Oh, and he gave you so much. You should really pay attention." Love family, you know. Oh, 1 sec, gotta take another sip. A sharp pain jabbed at my temples. Wincing, I pulled the folded document and notebook from my pocket. The number blurred and twisted into incoherent symbols. Cutting ties with my family was the right choice. Not like I had any friends left. Anyway, Mira wasn't wrong about that. With a sigh, I stuffed the pupils back into my pocket. At least I have my personal collection. Hello, evil. Welcome to the stream. At least I have my own personal collection of friends to deal with. Luckily, no of them bothered. But I can't shake the feeling this is just calm before. I tugged along the houses, heading towards the bar. A lively group passed by, leaving a trail of laughter and a quiet scent of cigarette smoke. Sneezing, I shut them a glare. One of them turned and looked back at me. Oh, great! It's like gonna be one of those times. Oh, great! It's gonna be one of those, but it's kind of like little bit unsettling, you know? Kind of a little bit what's uncanny valley. Quape. It's gonna be one of those. Oh well, it's not that spooky. I can handle. Golden light gleamed in his eyes, and his face twisted into a menacing. What? He turned away, rejoining the rowdy group. I quickened my pace, wanting as far away from them as possible. I must have imagined it, right? My finger instinctively saw the crescent-shaped earrings, checking to make sure they hadn't slipped off. Still there, everything's fine. He warned me the others wouldn't be able to see me. Oh, others. Oh my god, why is it the D there? Oh my god, it's fluffing me up. Wait, others? Others? Oh well, either it is they are able to see her or not. Oh well. I glanced over my shoulder again. The group had already disappeared around. Trying to add and remove words here. Oh my god. My brain is like speed reading. So that's how the others see them. Just some ordinary, unremarkable passerby. But hold their gaze for a second too long, they reveal their true faces. But sounds just like toxic people. Like, yeah, they look ordinary, but until you gaze at them for too long, they will show you the true, ugly, nasty faces. Sorry, I'm like curling myself into my blanket because it is cold outside. It's roughly, for you Americans, it is 26 Fahrenheit outside, and for the normal people that actually use Celsius, it's -3 Celsius. So yeah, it's a little bit chilly. But I have heating on now, because when it gets minus, kind of like, ugh. Okay, let's see. I just realized something too. I don't know if this is our artistic choice, but it kind of looks like the tree of like the outlines of it looks kind of weird, almost like copy paste. But it could just be one of those artistic choices with, you know, illumination. It still looks okay. Okay, let's see. So that's how I decided order. Okay, I will read it. Away. Why are they all so creepy? Majel, the only one that doesn't look terrifying. Majel, wait, Majel. Oh well, me and pronouncing things with like that sort of thing. My reflection in the shop windows rippled oddly, and I glanced at it warily. Well, look on the bonus side. At least you have more shiny hair. Like, and then look at that golden shoe. Damn, that's some self-glow there. The blurred image barely resembled me. Its posture was different, laced with black mockery. Its smile was unnerving, my bad. Gold flickered in its bottomless black eye. Those visions kept getting worse. It's like the charm's protection is wearing off. Do you hear the groan of the sun? Groan of the sun and go to sleep? I froze, if spellbound, listening to the tender whisper. The sunset hour is near. Look at it. Let them see you. Oh wait, it's sunset. The smile of the reflected looked me in, called me closer, urged me to touch it. Look away. Okay, that was a little bit creepy with a fucking like a red letter, like, look away. A warning whisper snapped me out of the trance. A shiver ran down my spine, a sure sign of an unseen presence. Well, at least someone warned her. Oh my god, we got an achievement. It's just the illusion of the inflamed mind or a fall or something. Empty street. I turned around and saw an empty street. Hey, you know what? Let's go and click for that. Oh. He stood in the shadow of the tree, finger moving through the air, catching my gaze. He smiled softly and tilted his head. Wait, so if I took the other option, he wouldn't be there? A familiar smile, or am I just imagining it? A step closer, his smile widened. Index finger and thumb came closer, and a chill ran down my spine. Hard to wander around when every shadow watches you, Veronica. I knew it, it's him. Long time no seen, Miel. Ah, look at that, guys. We have our very first bot. Binding clay. Let's call him Claybot. Uh-huh. Very fascinating. Man, I really need moderator these days. Okay, let's see. Oh, 1 second. Look. Hey, okay, let's see. Okay. Long time no seen. Oh, he had those pointy things like that. Yeah, he doesn't look that creepy. His silhouette shimmered, revealing a familiar form. He bowed a theoretical, unhealthy gleam visible in his. It's nice to hear my name again. Voice give it such interesting flavor. Yeah, I would butcher his fucking name. Oops. First word there. We can't have that on this stream. Oh no. They treasure their names so much, but only Miel speaks his true one, which that's touchy. Have you been following me? You draw attention. It's hard to pass by without stopping for a look. Touch the cold crescent of my earring. Are they broken? Oh! Accidentally got a twitch on my finger. Noticed my movement. Miel pointed at his eyes. Last time we met, his glow was hidden, like a candle covered by the veil. Now the veil is full of holes. Warm, alluring light, impossible to resist and ask to be reached out for. He spoke softly, almost like saying a chant. I couldn't help but watch as his his pupils expanded and contrasted. Miel vanished before Gasper could return. I never thought I'd run into him again on my way home. Shook his head as if dispelling an illusion. Lucky for me that you noticed me first. You wouldn't have been able to blame me for your curiosity. Neil took a deep breath, as if to taste air. How do you like our world? Have you had time to take it in? Blinking, realizing I had been holding my breath. It's been a month since the cursed night when Gasper and I made our deal. The idea of erasing my memory, everything that happened, is more terrifying than all the creatures around me. If only because I stopped seeing them, but they still always see me. Those creatures on the street are your world, and I don't like it at all. Miel raised the eyebrow, glancing around and sighing in frustration. He hasn't showed you anything? These creatures are more than enough. Don't be rude. They're just roaming around. Glances are harmless. He kept silence, cautiously watching the passerby. Old blood is too afraid to step beyond his refuge then. Is he still licking its wounds, or is there another reason? No idea. Ask him yourself. Still holds a grudge, turning his nose up at me. Even a little help with your deed wasn't enough to soften his pride. Be a good reason for that. Miel smiles instead. I just realized he's literally showing like bare skin there, and I was just focused on like, like the coats. I didn't realize that. Shall we take a walk? Maybe I'll tell you something interesting. Pains me to see how pale you've become since we last met. Definitely look pale, so definitely not a good deal we made, somehow. I glanced at my leaving bus in frustration. Missed it. The next one won't come until another 20 minutes. And where exactly do you want to go? To the summer, for starters. Huh? Mule laughed elegantly, brushing his hair. If he's hiding our world from you, I'll show you where the door is. You can visit me, bring gifts, or... Paused for a moment, his finger beginning to move again. Ah, sorry. So many possibilities. My thoughts gathered, shall we? A reckless urge to escape the burdens of the day burning with pushing me toward. But I cleared my teeth and showed my head. I'm not going to the cemetery, especially not. The time and man. The place does. Does it? He frowned, trying to understand my reasoning. Are you afraid of ghosts? Do they exist? Perhaps. Demons can walk the streets freely, then surely the other horrors exist too. Mule laughed with delight. His soft, chime-like laughter ran through the streets. But closer, wrapping an arm around my shoulder. His fingers lazily twisted the strand of my hair. Damn, got so close already, like, oh my god. Ghosts, demons, and curses. Scary name for things that are simply too hard to grasp. But isn't something ordinary, something familiar, or more terrifying? What are you getting at? Maybe I shouldn't have, like, the novel. A sweet and enticing smile bloomed on his lips, and I unconsciously leaned in. Wait, woman, are you gonna kiss him? We don't know this guy. What's scarier, your father's heavy hand around your throat, or my company? Oh. Me as an outsider? Like, I don't know. Like, or abuse is, dangerous. Because, yeah, humans can only do so much. You don't know what they can be capable of. A recoil as if slapped. Niel tightened his grip around my shoulder, keeping me from pulling back. Just as I thought. How do you know that? You have such intriguing. Huh? It's hard to resist digging into them. Miles absent-mindedly, still toying with me. Something's wrong and it's frustrating me. I can't figure out what. How long have you been me? Ah, like a crime stalker. Old blood, respect your secret. Well, I prefer to study them and cut them open if they start to fester. Oh, I have a point there. If it's something that is bad, like, profit, read it. Not 100%. A pull of a Miel smiled, taking in the distance now between us. Stay out of my hand. Do you enjoy feeling like a victim? What? Actually, no. I don't even want to know. No need though. No need to push back so much. I only trying to show gratitude. Burning the book was necessary, but I never thought I'd be tied to these creatures for life. Or that one of them would dig through my past. Now quip. I forgot the mug was spilled now. It's spilled on myself. Yeah. Good thing I had a towel close by. You have already repaid your debt. I'm sorry, this name sounds so fucking hilarious. Sneeze Hana. Sneeze Hana is gone. My family problems are now none of your concern. Is that so? Miel shifted his gaze to the passerby, trying to show gratitude. Yeah, right. That only means he wants something. In that, demons are no different from humans. I have no secrets that could possibly interest someone like him. Corruption of impunity has spread through every cabal while no one was watching. They forgot what deals are for and the rules. You want to make a deal? What are you for? Want to this a good cookie? For fun, mutual fun. I involuntarily thought about Cabal. No, I need to finish this cookie. 1 sec. Oh my god. Goodness. He certainly had fun watching us run around in panic. Lucky that neither Lynn nor Amelia remember any of them. They just go on with their regular life. Pressing my lips together, I touched the crescent shape of my earring. I'm the only one who remembers. Luck has never been on my side, I guess. So, you're bored? Isn't it obvious? Why else would you come to me? It's either out of boredom or need. But if you're here for a deal, forget it. One was enough. That's kind of weird. You like souls? Miel chuckled, slightly embarrassed. Cautious, aren't we? I assure you I have no ill intentions. Yeah, well, neither did Gaspar, but he still crawled right into my soul. Oh, lovely. Miel tilted his head slightly, gaze turning distant. He wasn't looking at me, he was looking into me. A chill tightened in my stomach as something inside me recoiled, trying to hide from his unexpected attention. You know, I spent too long in that book. All my friends are dead. My condolences. I brushed it off, slightly slithering an arm around my shoulder, leading me down the street. Okay, he just like dragged me away, be like, okay, let's go. Hides nothing. It happens to humans all the time. I couldn't even find a trace of their blood. I'd love to see their children. Or grandchildren, or great-grandchildren. I always get confused with those ties. How long was he? Thought the fact that he even had human friends is a surprise. Aren't all their relationships built on? I caught myself thinking of Miel very different from the other being, not just in, but in the impression he gave of. Seems like someone who could be human, or at least out of curiosity. Where they, oh, they were charming. I could just eat them up. Humans being so. Oh, yay. Is that a joke? Yale simply smiled and, without warning, turned me towards the park. The noise in the street faded, replaced with a deafening. Oh no, dragon! Don't try. That's a little place. Wait, don't. Are you planning on eating me once we reach the cemetery? Passing woman shot. A passing woman shot us a disapproving look, but said nothing, hurrying past. Maybe she thinks like, gosh, these youngins these days are into some kinky, freaky stuff. Or something weird. Are you tasty? What the fluff? He giggles, noticing my discomfort. Yeah, girl, me too. Wait. Oh no. I forgot to check if there were any. No, I didn't. No, I did check. I don't think this is supposed to be a. I think this is like safe for work thing, because I didn't read anything about it not being that otherwise. In worst case, I'm gonna scream and cry and curl into a corner. So this is literally, since I'm playing this game for the first time, this is literally gonna be just as much a surprise to me as it is to you guys. So we are living this moment together. Yay. Do they have a hard time living if they don't creep people out? I'd rather treat you to something. What do you like? Any thought of food made my stomach churn. Even water turns me nauseous, and proper food makes me shudder. Lately, it's not just my mind betraying me, but my body is too. Nothing. He tightened his grip around my shoulder. Then I decided for myself. Here we go, this way. Move those legs. I'm gonna try whatever I like it or not. It nudged me for. At 1 sec. No. I think this new cat scent that my mom recommended is me and my reacting to. It's lavender everclean. It's making me sneeze. Goodness gracious. He nudged me forward, and only then did I notice how strangely distorted the space around the park was. Tombstones and the shadow of the trees. I stopped abruptly, digging my heels into the damp earth. Mule raised an eyebrow. What's wrong? I am not going. His lips twitched into a snarl. A soft smile appeared at first. Cheese buns or apple? What the fluff is cheese buns? Is that an American thing? It's cheese buns. No one know what cheese buns is? I need to. Oh my god, I need to Google it. Wait. What? Okay, so why can't I see your name in the chat? I see it in the stream, but not in the stream thingy. It's delayed. Okay. Okay, this is so weird. Okay, let's see here. Cheese buns. Oh, it's one of. Okay. Boy, can you try to type something in the chat and see, like, if I can see it? Because I can see it in the stream on the website, but I can't see it in the actual stream chat. Are you deaf? I'm not going anywhere. He turns away, examining the park or anyone nearby. I took a step back, but his hand slipped into the wide sleeve coat. He just stuck it in. Why? Grabbing my elbow in a firm grip, yanked me towards him. Damn, that's a very weird way of just grabbing someone. A chill burned through my skin. The strength with which he held me kept my body in place. Let go. My own voice sounded weak and pleading. Turned to me and smiled again. Apple pie, excellent choice. I'm flabbergasted. Is there apple pie? What would you have chosen? Apple pie or cheese buns, guys? I really like apple pie with vanilla. What do you want? Just say it. He pulled me towards him again, lowering his head till our heads touched. Meow, please. He narrowed his eyes and wait a minute. Okay, let's see. He narrowed his eyes, and the markings on his arm flared brighter. His pupil dilated, swallowing the whites. Even back then, you barely had any desires left, and now the last echoes of it are completely shattered, and the deal is fulfilled. Your soul protected by the old blood. So why are you fading? His words cut through my skull like blades as he searched for an answer but found only an empty void. If that person I made a deal with is protect my soul or something, why am I fading? I don't know. It's some weird things on the sides here, guys. I choked, every breath searing my lungs with cold. You know the answer, but you're resisting. Old blood doesn't walk over you at all. Neil stepped back, but kept his elbow. A violent cough racked over my body. The light was tore arm off me. One swift motion, crescent earring falling into an puddle, vanishing into the murky. The water churned, and I saw my own disordered reflection, fractured like a broken mirror. Every protection was at a price, and for you, that price has already become insurmountable. A word? The cough stopped, as did the crushing weight that had over me. Felt like a boulder had been shouldered. What's happening? Healing. Those were protecting charms. What if you removed them? Mia glanced at the puddle. Did. Wow. Perfect answer. Oh my god, that would be typical demon style, being like, oh, why did you do that? I just did. But they... What? They protect, hide, separate one thing from another, of course. But that doesn't concern me. He smirks, watching the swirling water. I don't create things that could make my life more difficult. That would be reckless. I looked around in confusion. The park hadn't changed. The tombstones had only been another illusion. That was the only thing I had, and you... Why are you holding on to me? I wrenched free from his grasp, panic rising as I watched the water eat away at my only protection. Mio lazily and glanced at his bomb. You know, charms like that suits those with hearts as soft as the fresh dough. For everyone else, they get gnawed down right to the bone. Soft. Why including me myself? Now this is bloody confusing. What do you mean? Like people that are like easily like hurt? Maybe? Oh my god, I don't know. Okay, that's it. Miel's gentle, sympathetic smile suddenly felt like a mask hiding a ravenous beast. Nausea twisted in my stomach. Done. I won't be able to. My vision blurred, and with a strangled gasp, I dropped to my knees. Cold, damp earth stabbed into my legs. Mio cupped my face, forcing me to look. Focus on breathing. Shock. This is shock. You just need to get. I wonder if it's actually. Gasping for air, my chest rising and falling, panic. Uneven bursts, heart pounding right. Thrown off its usual rhythm, terror grips my body. I feel hot tears spilling down my cheek, burning against my frozen skin. A harsh curse rang out above me. Someone yanked me up on my feet, squeezing my chest, forced my heart back into rhythm. Seconds stretched into eternity. The cold relented, and at last I saw a grey hands wrapped around a tight embrace. No, I can help me. Wait, oh, never mind. What's with that section on the shoulders? Does every demon have pointy hair? Man, that is interesting. Gasper. Ugh, what's with silly names? I can't tell if it's a woman or a man. Looks like a man due to like the body. He was sure I could stand. He released me without a word. His gaze lingered on my ears. Explain yourself. Neil watched me closely. tracking the slow, reluctant rise and fall of my breath chest. Blinking, he smiled absent-mindedly. Well, it looks like things went well. Jasper let out a ragged breath and grimaced, spitting out golden blood. Apologize, Veronica. I had to scare you, otherwise I couldn't unhook the I hope you're not holding. I had. Not knowing if those sensations of death had been real, I curled up right now. Jasper was the only one I could rely on. Alright, so you're holding a grudge. But let me explain. Nothing nothing irreversible would have happened. Jasper let out a hoarse breath and glanced around nervously. There was a distant rasp in his breath. You couldn't reach me, so you went to her instead, getting bored out of one of the paths. A fresh wave of nausea hit me and I pressed my forehead against his back. The heavy, bitter scent somehow made it easier to breathe. Can't you see what's happening to her? What's the connection for if not this? Jasper silently studied the part. Yeah, that's right. You're supposed to protect her. You're just like sitting there and like, looking down, be like, oh yes. Shit. Veronica, don't you want to speak for yourself? My mind was blank, I was shaking, and the last thing I could do was to form coherent sentence. Mjol threw up his hand, and the sudden movement made me flinch, pressing harder against Cap's back. He glanced at me with a mix of pity and disdain. Ah, well, I see. So I'm to blame for feeling like shit, damn. A single look like that was enough to cut deep. Fear ebbed away, giving away to shame and anger. I forced myself to take a step back. Doesn't it sicken you, watching someone drown? Jasper remained silent, watching the trembling in my hands. I shoved them into my pocket and tried to smile. Weakness in front of either of them was unacceptable. That's not how I imagined this meeting. He looks at me like I'm a nasty stain. I need a charm. I trembled, trying my emotion. I cleared my throat, spoke more firmly. He's your friend. Deal with your issues without me. Jasper coughed and waved a hand dismissively. Male bared his teeth. The last trace of warmth vanishing from his face. So young Cabal has stripped you of the last bit of your good manners, old blood. Jasper remained. You have a talent of ignoring. I'm leaving. No, you're staying. You're going to entertain him now. I turned to leave, but the noose of our connection tightened, my knees buckled, and I froze, unable to move. Legs won't obey. Good. Maybe now you'll listen to reason. He turned to Miel for the first time. He settled on him fully. One night, do as you please within reason. Oh, hell no! Hell no! What the fuck am I? Personal demon toy? And then, depends on how you behave. He just did. And my body obeyed, stepping closer, a hot, heavy hand resting against my neck. Oh my god. Wait, I need to read the description on this thing real quick, because if this is gonna turn to some not safe for work, then hell to the no. Okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna check quick. Let's. Okay. Okay, it says virtual novel, magic, dating sim, otome, female protagonist, romance, character customization. Are they sure this is the right one? I could not do character customization at all. And romance? Nah. Well, then again, this is just little the early stages of the game, but so far it's not keeping up to the promise of the game. You can't customize anything. Like, not your character or anything, so hopefully later. Push your luck and I'll get angry. But remember what happened then? But you remember what happened then, don't you? Mal hesitated, his gaze flickering between me and Gasper for a moment. He looked just as scared as I was. I'm not. Stop scaring her. Gasper stroked my neck, pressing a finger against the frantic pulse of the vein. Let's be clear, forcing my hand never puts me in a good mood. You understand, Veronica? I nodded. I wanted to hit him, spit in his face, but the control of my body won't let me make a sound. What a fucking bitch. Oh no, what a fluffing bitch. You're forcing who here? If anyone wants to blame, it's Meow. Well, feels like those protection charms didn't do anything. And I feel like Meow was trying to help, like, honestly. I mean, like, this dude here, Casper, seems to be like a fluffing brick. Good. Remember everything you're feeling right now and recall it next time you decide to do something foolish. Foolish? We haven't done anything wrong. We were just trying to get home. Let's go. The searing face and the brand-like sensation of his touch on my neck still linger. Then his mood shifted, a soft, almost cheerful smile appeared. So, how would you like to spend this night, dear friend? Refuse. Leave me alone. Miel wasn't fazed by the shaky wind that pointed at me. Nothing this night, old blood. The next one, Veronica should get the strength. There will be no sleep on my night. What? What? What are you indicating? Parting? Please tell me it's not Please tell me it's parting and not, you, you know, romance in the, yeah. He stepped closer, briefly inspecting my face. As an apology, I'll give you another charm, alright? Or better yet, a good memory. You need those more than an empty promise of protection. Gatsby's supposed to protect us, but he's literally doing more harm than good. Damn, you should get a refill on your soul, girl. Damn. The best gift would be staying out of this. How are they going to entertain themselves? And what am I supposed to do around them? And glanced at the puddle where the earring had fallen. They were gone without a trace. Why don't you have your fun without me? Don't you understand? No. Ah, pity. Why do I feel so stupid and guilty when I haven't done anything? A strange emotion swirled in my heart, roared with anger and resentment. And that was the answer. You can't blame me for my curiosity. I should have haven't looked back. Shouldn't have stared into the shadows or listened to the whispers. I couldn't stop a bitter smile. I ignored people so easily all my life, but these ones refuse to be ignored. The rules are simple, and yet you still haven't learned them. Go to hell. I turned to Gasper but hesitated before directing my anger at him. He simply smirked at my indecision. Anger is better than despair, Veronica. In times, you'll understand what I did, and I hope you will appreciate it. I turned to Casper and whispered something in another language. I keep my word. Calm down. You should rest too. I need you both. He bowed and vanished. A moment later, Jasper disappeared as well. Oh, such a charming gentleman. Ugh. Why you shouldn't let demons take your soul, kids. I'm gonna eat another. Left alone in the park, I broke down. Something inside me snapped. Damn of long forgotten memories, grievances, and realization of my own helplessness burst open. Choking on my tears, I dragged myself home. I'm sorry, what? You called this home? Oh, what? Okay. I just need to point out, this is the most horrible layout I've ever seen. Obviously, I kind of wish the tiles and everything looked a little bit better on this. It's like, who the fuck have the laundry machine so close to the toilet? I thought it was a shower first, but it's toilet. Not that bad. But what if you bonk your footsies in like the laundry machine? Be like, ow, you know? But yeah. Okay, tea. But yeah. Listen. It was a horrible night. The moment I stepped through the door, my stomach twisted in a knot and my whole body burned. Hours of cramps, the sore taste of bile in my mouth, humiliations over the toilet were interrupted when Gasper entered the bathroom. Oh. Get out. Oh, so now he can be a gentleman. Silently he gathered my hair and put it in a ponytail. I feel sick because of him. I feel sick because of everything. Of myself. Spasm racked my body, and I slumped over the toilet exhausted. A warm hand ran soothingly down my back. Oh wait, God, I'm going through up my stomach. I wiped my lips and glanced at Jasper. He smiled and sat on the edge of the bathtub. I'll write him love misery. Oh yeah, I'm ready to talk. I like that she's like bent over the toilet and being like, oh, I have the flu. I'm not feeling well. And he's like, can we talk now? Is now a good time? Mm. Really good. It's a chocolate chip. Chocolate chip cookie. Okay, let's see. Blasted cat. Make my nose sniffly. Okay, let's see. I was so tired. More than I have ever been. But now, with my strength drained, the in my head was slowly clearing. Maybe that am slowly poisoned. Not all pretty things were. It felt like something important ripped out of me. It's because of the charms. Partly. He sighed heavily and rubbed. I noticed a change. Gray skin around his eyes was Has he been crying? Decided to keep me company and cry for a bit. We are connected, Veronica. I impose a part of myself. You could at least a part of. Oh, he took her in. How sweet. It tactful. My sarcasm. Miel forgets careful and his, let's say, violations of his principle. You rush things. I believe you figured it out on your own. Realized that they were draining you. It could have hurt as much. It wouldn't have done. I touched my earlobe. Phantom thought of being completely so the fact that you're acting like had nothing to do with it. He gave me a cold. I can be in a bad mood sometimes. Don't take it out on me then. Neither should you. Be as angry as you want. It's better than empathy. Don't insult. Emotions I used to control so easily now poisoned every thought and word. I desperately wanted to rid myself of Stormbill. It feels like I was going to be torn apart. Stomach clenched again, and I bent over. I'll get you some. But at least he cares a tiny smudge. The moment Casper left the room, fear crept and glanced at the wall, watching the shadow of his figure, sound of running water, and his barely audible. Our cat were starting to strangely. How did I get to this? I'm afraid to be alone, and at the same time, I was nothing more than to be. I want nothing more. I returned to set the glass by my knee and stepped back to the bathtub. Thanks. He hesitated before nodding my notice. Why don't you ask me to heal you? Do that? Wow. I literally died? Your heart stopped for a second. I fixed that. What do you think? Can I take away nausea? I stared at him blankly. I remember how I had suffocated, how the seconds had stretched eternity. If I die, will he return to Kabul? I shouldn't mistake his concern for concern for. You better deal with me. I might not survive this next time. I always want what's best, but it's others who suffer the consequences of his good intent. I wish his face could look more manly. He looks like that haircut make him look so feminine. But maybe that's the point. That's between you two. Why do I have to do... that's between you two. What do I have to do with it? Because of our deal? Then I want out. Find someone else. He raised an eyebrow and shook his head in confusion. Wow, look at that, guys. He looks so shocked. Oh my god. You baby. Do you remember what I told you? Some people are more convenient than others. For some stupid reason I fit you. That doesn't mean there is no one else. Who do you need? Go out like everyone else does. Maybe you'll stumble upon someone suitable. Casper sighed in irritation. This conversation was starting to get. Do you enjoy denying reality? You waste so much energy on anxiety as if the very thought of you're special to someone terrifies you. I froze, staring into his smoldering, angry eyes. Are you shocked by this revelation? Congratulations. Ah, and there the Björk is back. I can't tell if the mouth is open or if it's closed. Okay, let's see. He leaned in closer and touched the bond between us, his anger and satisfaction clenched around my. Should I repeat myself? Start listening. Ilitata irritated half. You avoided me for a month, drove me from your thoughts, yet cut ties with others and listen to my world. Now just leave me alone. He closed his eyes and took several deep. It's like I'm looking into the past. He intensely completely of balance. You were human once. You'd understand how maddening. He snorted and kneeled beside me. I had family, friends, plenty of joy in that life. I loved it and held on till the very end. You did no such thing. Oh, really? Your heart is a graveyard. You only remember you're alive when someone lays a hand on you. I tried to turn away, but he grabbed my chin, forcing me to. Ash, why do you care? Just sit back and enjoy your freedom from Babel. I asked you to in my life. That's a little bit creepy. His gaze darkened and every fight being tense that he felt danger. They're biting again. You have no idea how much about our bond. I could rip out everything. I held you, soothing you with and hissing at me, snake. I never asked. Its fingers tightened, jaw sticking. His narrowed pupils dilated. He looked. The look in his eyes made dark as gold. Let's try something different. Let's play a game. He withdrew his hand and wrote, we are bound. I always hear you. Sometimes I let you hear. But you can do more. So much more. He smirks and studied me. We like to bite. Bite like. Learn to look into the way I look at you. Our bond is double-edged blade, Veronica. Goodness. You must be crazy. If you master this, you'll find peace. Not the party, earth. You wrap yourself in like a shroud. True peace. He promised to give me something that would turn our bond to poison and him to ashes. So why? So he won't just hand it over. What's the price? Isn't peace enough? Then power, control. Call it whatever you want. power over what? Who started over our bond? Take away my temptation to grind you to dust. The temptation is strong, not just. I listen to our bond, but meet only emptiness. Casper smiled, noticing my attempt. I suggest you win, Veronica, otherwise. Max again, glancing at his own reflection in the mirror. Although I think I keep the details a secret. I remember the morning after tasting his blood. One touch, it made my veins burn. Like a trained dog, huh? No way. If I have to play with them, losing is not an option. Mia loves this. I never found such emotion interesting, but with you it might just work. At the very least, you finally listen. And unfortunately for you, you're far more like us than you want to admit. Wonderful news. Should I brace myself for one more shocking revelation? I shall keep my word, and you shall entertain both of us. Oh well, I hope it's something like whatever in store. What does that mean? Am I supposed to tell you jokes? They waved a hand. Meow will tell you himself, and I'll make sure he doesn't demand too much. So tearing my heart out isn't too much, then what is? Gasp tilted his head, as if considering whether to answer. Did I list everything, for example, there it is! There it is! Intimacy! Wait, was that too much? If that's too much, then oh, thank. Anything. Kisses, smooches, rustle in the sheets. Oh, he said it right now. Thanks, Veronica. Do you know what that is? I thought it would be not safe. I thought this would be a safe for work game. No. No. I don't want this to be a lewd game. It didn't say that in the description. Betrayal, if that's the case. Jasper watched my reaction for a moment before smirking. Still, if you want, you can go right ahead. But if you're far too frail for such amusement... I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do, like, rustle in the sheets with Demon, thank you very much, no. Seriously. Isn't that strange? Go, Veronica, you tell him. He raised an eyebrow. Strange to desire a beautiful... Oh, damn. Oh, the guys, he calls beautiful. Oh. That was the last he expected to hear while sitting tear-streaked over a toilet. Did all of your beautiful women die off or something? Yeah, she doesn't really look her very best right now. Tear-streaking face, probably like, you know, vomit on her mouth or whatever, you know. Probably sweating, pale, underweight, and like look dead inside. It's like the worst most humans can be before they, you know, broke. So, yeah, weird days. What did you? He stopped, pressing his lips together and hissed. Veronica, what do you feel when you look at me? I feel that you're pissing me off. Smirked, clearly satisfied with my answer. Of course. And those curious dreams with me in them come purely from your righteous ignition, right? What? Oh, she dream about it. Froze. A wave of horror and embarrassment burned down my spine. Gasped waved his hand dismissively. Oh, so you can see her dreams? Damn. There's no shame in it. You're drawn to my world, and it's time you admit that this is the only thing that stirs any desire in you. Well, if that's her case, then maybe. But it still doesn't feel like we started like from the beginning. Ugh. He kept talking, but all I could hear in my head was the deafening realization and rushing shame. Yeah, girl, you're kind of bonded. Why are you so surprised? If he can heal you and feel and hear everything, then it wouldn't be a surprise he could hear your dreams too. Hear your dreams. The dream started after that deal. For years I remember nothing but blackness and emptiness every time I woke up. Is it a deal, the charm, or just something within me? Veronica? I looked at him. What do you feel when you see me? I don't know. Here's another revelation for you. You don't feel disgust. You retreat into yourself because it's all you know how to do. Know how to handle her feelings. That's bad, guys. Important to handle your feelings and don't bottle them up. Okay. I had nothing to say. Jasper grinned crookedly before continuing. You have a irresistible pull towards my world. Miel is weak to souls like yours. But my deal is with you. And? You hear everything, even my dreams? He smiles absently and nodded. Wow, she had absolutely zero privacy, damn. And? So you're fine with it? Fine with it, be specific. Fighting my irritation, I blurted out. The intimacy, the secrets, everything he tells me and shows me. See, you're already prepared for what Miel will do. You know, damn it, get lost! Laughing, he stretched lazily and walked to the door, but then he paused and glanced back. Consider this conversation a small demonstration of how Mjol likes to play. If it's entertaining, I won't mind, but I wouldn't recommend losing to me. He left, closing the door before I responded. Oh, at least it was courteous, like walking through the door and closing it, you know? If only I could punch the smug grin off his face just once. Pushing past my exhaustion and anger, I hurried to pull myself together. I didn't care how I looked in it. Oh, I didn't dare in the mirror. Wait. Why is it a sofa in the middle of a... Is that water? The murmur of unsettling familiar voices filled the darkness. Weakness spread throughout my limbs, yet I stubbornly moved past the female figures, deeper into the void. The images shifted faster than I could process. A woman's voice screamed, choked on pain and rage. Rose! Straining to hear the raspy gasp of someone struggling to breathe. Something's wrong. The sound scraped at my insides, dragging out a primal feeling. My memory. I didn't have any time to turn around. The voice and figures vanished as sudden as they appeared. Something else caught my attention, a distinct, luminous male figure reclined on a crimson sofa. Well? Turned to me with a gentle smile. As I looked closely, I noticed a girl kneeling at his. Her long, pale hair skated over her bare body. I knew who she was. Oh my god! No! Spare me! I immediately turned away as she moved her hand towards his stomach. What's happening? Where am I? The thoughts busting in my head then dissolved. My skin burned and I squeezed my eyes shut, trying to focus and shaking off the strange illusion. Why did you stop? Are you cold? Oh my god, it's me? Well, her. I snapped my eyes open. My hands was pressed against Mjol's soft skin. He shuddered at the touch, but only leaned in closer. Veronica? Oh my god. Sweet venom-laced smile spread across his lips. My confused embarrassment amused him. Ah, so you can hear me. He pressed my hand against him and leaned in, inhaling deeply. I hate it here. I wanna go. But luckily I only have left before him. You're really here. What's happening? A voice sounded distant, as if submerged underwater. Mio leaned in further, allowing my hand to his thigh. Oh no, it better not be a lewd scene, or I swear to fluffing God, I will burn it down. Just a dream. Don't you see them every night? I don't recall ever having dreams like this. Everything felt wrong. The space around us, ethereal and shifting, yet sensations were too vivid. Mia moved my hand again, guiding it somewhere warm and soft. I recall immediately. Yeah, girl. Yeah, please run away, please. I literally have no choice in this shit. Choice is my butt. Mio let out a disappointing sigh, his cold breath brushing against my sweat and damp forehead. This is not a dream. This is something else. Fine, then allow me. Hand reaching out to me, but I instinctively recoiled, tumbling onto my back as my own nakedness sombered me up. Wait, I'm completely butt naked? What the fluff? I curled up tightly, hiding behind my hair. Why stop this? Meow chuckled merrily, and in the next moment I was already back at the couch. My clothes had returned, and the shame subsided. I would not be ashamed. I would be fucking terrified, being like, why the fuck am I naked? Is it too much even for a dream? I understand, don't worry. Guys, oh my god, he respected it. Oh my god, thank fluffing God. You don't understand anything. Sometimes tricks like this are necessary to grab attention. I was shaken with rage and helplessness, but all emotions immediately rained away, leaving behind a gaping emptiness. It's like I'm being devoured piece by piece. I looked around, voices and images of the woman and gone silent. Only Mjol remained, entirely unfazed by what had just happened. I slowly taking the emotion away from the person. Eventually their soul. People have used many useless words. Your heart is a real junkyard, but we'll clean this place up step by step. Wait, this is our heart? Okay then. Stop it. Is fear really that precious to you? You have no right to decide for me. Mill smirked and lowered his gaze. At his feet a girl appeared once again, an identical copy of me. Her blank, submissive stare was locked in onto me, empty and broken. You reached out for help and then flee from it in terror. He tilted his head from side to side, studying my replica. Tried to look at the hell you cultivated in your own heart. Everyone has weaknesses and worries, but when they turn into poison, it's time to clean the house. I have a point here, good point there. You don't face your. The copy threw back her head, exposing her throat marked scars cleared Elsa's head. Still nauseous. Such a mess. Can't even see what's exactly. Nell traced a line from her chin. With a relieved sigh, the copy suffocating nausea glanced at me. Feeling better now? I remember that day clearly, the moment when I lost control of my anger, when the unusual screaming in the house escalated to violence. My father's heavy hands around my throat, my sister screaming, and the blood dripping from his wounded brow. Now I feel dry, tasteless. Why are you doing it? Out of gratitude, my dear. I never asked for this. Do you expect me to pay for this kind of effect? No, you will pay. And I'd gladly take whatever you. But you'll take something just as vile. My heart hurt. A blaring alarm clock started it, fighting. I searched for my phone among folds of blanket. I got a bunch of job interviews today. My swollen face felt like I've been running over by a no truck could did his work. Well, most if that's the case. Not that I want to work any of these places, and I turned off my phone and shut. But I didn't dare close my eyes. Image of these plain dreams lingered. My palm tingled as I could still feel the strange cold skin beneath. Oh, sleep again. Next time I woke up, it was my own. It had already gone dark outside, and I stared out the window in this. No more strange dreams. Slept through the day again. I stayed in bed for a few more minutes, relishing it. But the night approaches. I forced myself to get up. A bit my earlobe. No charms, no job. Plenty of feet and their. I focused on my own sense. The connection was silence. Gasp complete. Must have left. What do I need of art? Just as easy. My mind was blank. I rubbed my forehead. I hope you're having fun. Silent. But I could have sworn I heard laughter. For the next few hours, I distracted myself with cleaning. Useless thought at bay. Once I finished, I found myself standing in a room lost. Waiting, driving me insane. When will Mule come? And what will he do if he'll expose without charm? Memory of that dream returns. Much longer will it be? Enough. And dreams are one thing, but this god, I still feel the texture of his skin. With texture? Oh gosh. Memory and surging emotions grew stronger, filling every cell of my body with tension. I need to find something to do and fast. Peering into the fridge, I was frustrated to discover a lonely cucumber and a loaf of expired bread. Yeah, not much you can do with the cucumbers. I wasn't in the mood for shopping yet. Cold air and the scent of the approaching autumn feel refreshing. Autumn, oh my god, favorite season. I hate the cold, but today the icy wind and thick aroma of decaying leaves hardly lifted my spirit. What pleased me the most was an impulse purchase. Stopping at the entrance of my building, I looked down at the little bat wrapped in dusty plastic. I brought a bat? What the hell is that bat supposed to do to get demons that probably have magic, you know, girl? Maybe I should have brought a wooden one instead. I could strip off the lacquer and soak it in salt water. For a moment. Oh, my bad. I need to get used to reading better. Apologize for any weird grammar. Okay, let's see. I tried to imagine the situation where such a weapon would come in handy. They'd bite my head off before I could even think about using it. Yep, Carl. Entrance was swung open. A woman with a small dog stepped outside. Noticing me, she nodded and glanced at the bat in my hand. Good evening. A neighbor. She must look very suspicious right now, especially holding this thing. Hello. Is this a gift? I raised my eyebrow and the woman mirrored my reaction, as if I were my reflection. Just keep walking. What kind of... Enjoy your walk. Something happened yesterday? Clearly wasn't getting the hint. Her tiny dog sniffing my leg and growled. No. She hushed the dog and making it retreat. It was still growling. I often see you outside in the evenings. Glared up at the windows overlooking the yard. Did she see me coming home in tears? Fantastic. Now she wants to talk about it. Snoop ladies. And was noise from your apartment. The walls in this building are thin, you know, and every sound is very distinct. There was no noise. What's she talking about? Sorry if I disturbed you. I was just cleaning. She didn't seem satisfied with my answer, but after a pause, she gave a nod and continued walking. Maybe she's a worried neighbor. I watch her go. You watch who comes and goes in the evenings. I never heard a sound from the neighbors. Their walls aren't thin. You have to press your ear right against them to hear anything. Lost in thought, I sat on the bench and unwrapping the bath. I wasn't eager to go home, knowing Gasper was there. He hides well. I wish I could do the same. No one could hear what I was up to. I ran my hand over the cold metal surface. Mule turned ordinary earrings into charms. Could the same be done with the object? A stranger recalled the crescent pattern from the book came to mind. So sharp and curvy. Even their language looks sharp. That won't work. But I can't exactly buy a knife and carry it around, can I? Still deep in thought, I didn't notice two figures approaching. It's probably Casper. Wait, Lynn? Oh, it's probably Lynn and Amelia then. I flinched at the familiar voice and looked up. Lynn? Her smile standing beside her was was Amelia, mirrored his grin. What the hell are they doing here? They were supposed to forget everything. No, wait. They never knew my address. Going on. He doesn't seem to be happy to see us. Weird, we're friends, aren't we? We've been through so much together. Faced around. There were no soul in sight. Damn it. I should have just got home. Who are you, really? Maybe it's the boys in disguise. How boring. Are we losing our touch? He caught off right away. What did we get wrong? The eye collar? The people. They exchanged surprised glances. Well, this is awkward. But it wasn't anyone else, so it's not our fault. Think she's mad? Oh, she'll definitely be mad. I'm watching their bickering, trying to make sense of it. I wonder if Gasper know who they are. We apologize. It won't be the first time. I gripped the bat tighter, watching their movement. Just trying to make a move. The satisfying expression as they suddenly looked around. What exactly is going on here? Stepped aside, bowing their head. I let out a relief breath as I met Mule's gaze. God, at least someone. Sometimes they show up at the right moment. We're just the escort. Calabs wants the human taint. Calabs wants the human tainted by the old blood. Calabs, more than one. What did I do to attract their attention? Do they want to get punched in the face while we're at it? The absent-mindedly lifted their heads and exchanged glances. Why? My deal is done. I owe Cabals, not Cabal. That was a ballsy move. Oh, hi, Em. We're just escorts. Damn it, and now I don't even have my charms. Then I'll find out the details myself. You're not expected? Mal raised the eyebrow and a strange pair shrank back. They fear him. Hopefully Calabab do too. Niall turned to me and smiled, and then he noticed the bat in my hand. Veronica, will you keep me company? Last thing I wanted to do is step in the cursed apartment. It came for me. Niall shouldn't be involved in this at all. I got up from the bench and I stepped closer to him. Niall leaned in, sensing my intentions. If I go in there, I want to walk out in one piece and alive, and without making any more deals. Are those all your conditions, or do you want to add something else? He broke the charm, so he can be my shield instead. I glanced at the being, and they are staring at the ground. But when they feel Mila's gaze, they quickly left. If I'm going to ask something, I better ask properly. I'll be his personal clown tonight anyway. Hopefully, that'll be enough to pay for everything. I need help. He leaned in closer, as he would be afraid to mishear me. Well, do go on. I want to know everything about my connection to cat, especially how to use it, and about charms. Can I make one myself? Also, where is and how? First answer my question. Yes, of course. How will you pay for the answer? I'm already gonna entertain you all night, isn't that enough? That's not your price, it's old blood. You can't use me as a payment. I gently untouched my hand, and the one gripping the bat, and his finger were colder than the metal. He can, just as you can use him. Why is that even? I can't even yell at him unless he. Tell you when I hear voice. I barely know him. Niall said he knows his own name. He's drawn to the light of my soul. I press my lips together, thinking frantically. Why do I need help? Yes, please. Laugh, clearly enjoying my distress. We're going to visit Cabal. You'll watch carefully. At the right moment, he tells off. Oh, how helpful. I feel like my head's about. I start applauding. Richard and burst out laughing. I always feel like an idiot on creatures. Once he had calmed down, he wrapped an arm around my shoulder and whispered, "No, Veronica, just hide old blood. He'll want to listen. Let him speak in his own voice." But it's always in my head even now. Niall held up his paw. He touched his palm and index finger, and the hand on my shoulder tightened slightly, and the quiet whisper vanished. Did you do that? I repeat the moment my finger for a moment. Right? No way it actually. Oop! Accidentally pressed too fast. And back. No, you're doing it correctly. Pulled away, giving me a quick once over and headed to. I'll show you another movement. Repeat it for me. It'll be your payment for the answer, Bill. I looked at my hand in confusion. Fingers strained. An inky trace appears on my neck. Miel moves his finger a lot. I never noticed Casper do. Maybe these creatures are more useful than charms. Definitely better than the bat. Good. Now let's go. It's time for meet young Cabal in person. I was surprised Miel didn't know where Cabal's apartment was during the short walk. He held my hand the entire time, glancing around at we were lost in space. Strange, I thought they could sense one another from a distance. I reached the door Miel let out a relieved silence. There. How do I look? No, wait. Rubbed his face nerve. Straightened his clothes. And looked at me again. Ah, there. That's better. How do I look? Everything even chance? You look great. That's it. That's it? Did a rock teach you you flattery? A rock. Oh man. He doesn't get it. That was a rock solid compliment or like, opinion I guess. But I guess he's like, he didn't like that. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna continue for 5 more minutes, then I'm gonna. That's it. I sigh tiredly. You're stunning as the sunrise, blinding everyone who dares look at you. Oh, how adorable, thank you. I feel embarrassed at the action, but at that. Running away, he knocks at the door, seeing his face from the sideboard. Back the memory from my dream. I lower my gaze, palm tingling at the recollection. I hope that was just a dream. I looked down even further, comparing the ship to how I felt it. Well, hard to say just by looking. My dreams were just as vivid, insane but unforgettable. I let out a stunned breath. I clearly have issues. I don't even remember ever looking at anyone like this before. I wonder, do they even look human on it? Miel turned to me and I quickly raised my eye. What a wonderful start. They don't even open the door for us. I suddenly remember how tightly he grabbed me. A door is an obstacle. I held on so hard that couldn't even move. Tear it off. That would be rude. Grabbing people by the hand and ripping arms is. Kicking down this door would be a minor inconvenience. He chuckled, lowering his skin. Feeling emotional, huh? Yeah, annoyed. Got up and knocked at the door. Knocked at the door with my feet. Swung open slightly, all too. Not even locked. Mjolnir entered first. He stepped over the doormat, cursing under his breath, and quickly straightened up, the masking irritation with a tight smile. Okay? He nodded quickly took my hand. He close to me. It was cold, my fingers were numb, as if I had plunged them in. So cold. Oh, 1 second. Closed his eyes and an eyelid, twitching rapidly, noticeably. Is better? I don't feel much. Golden patterns on his fingers were brighter than always been his sword. The book was cut up pretty bad. I glanced at the door, expecting figure white clothes, but the apartment seemed abandoned. I When I stepped into the main room, the partial conversation abruptly stopped. Val raised her eyebrow to the figure beside her. 2 cabals in one room, and not a drop of blood going on. The man burst into laughter, soaked on the air hurriedly to a drink. I froze, staring at the floating. One of them turned. What the hell? Are regular eyes too mundane? A bit of laughter, and the other eye were tensely watching. What sin did I commit? Hunting me. Casper said cabals wouldn't even they deign to touch me. Okay, well, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming to the stream, and hopefully I will continue on Sunday. I will. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and thank you so much for the people that's gonna watch later. Bye bye.